let you down, Jess. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, Sam.
Oh, yeah? Easy for you to say, Ivy. She's not your daughter.
No, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Look, Jessica's not your concern. Okay? So there's no reason for you to be here. So just go home. Eve, did you have a chance to consult with the other physician?
We talked. You know Jessica's being examined to see if she's been raped.
Yeah, look, can we prove that's what happened? Because I'm gonna make that scum pay for what he did.
No, I don't know yet, Sam, but when I do know, you will know.
Thanks. Ivy, look, I'm sorry for how I acted earlier.
It's all right, Sam, really.
I just can't stop beating myself up for what happened to my little girl.
It's not your fault.
What, not being a good father to my girls? When Grace left, it fell on me to take better care of my children. It was time for me to step up, be both a mother and a father. God knows how vulnerable teenage children can be right now, especially girls. I've been completely remiss. Tied up with my job and...
And me.
Yeah. And you.
You know, Sam, if there's someone to blame, it's me. I saw all the signs with Jessica, all of them, and I just turned away and hoped I was wrong.
Look, Ivy, it's not your fault. If there's anyone to blame here, it's me for thinking that you could step in where Grace left off. But how realistic was that? Look, Jessica's not your concern, okay? You're not her mother.
No, I'm not. Still, I could have done a better job. I mean, I know I haven't been much of a mother to my own daughters, but I did try to bond with Jessica, just not hard enough. I was afraid that you and she would think I was presumptuous moving in on Grace's territory. I mean, I was so afraid of stepping on somebody's toes that I have failed you and Jessica completely. I don't blame you for being angry with me. You have every right to be.
No one's to blame for the situation my daughter's in right now. It's me, for expecting too much of you when we got back together. Jessica is my responsibility. She's my daughter, okay? Completely.
No, Sam. Whatever happens in your family, it involves me now, too. And when Jessica recovers...
If she recovers.
When Jessica recovers, I promise I am going to be a better role model for her.
Look, Ivy, I don't think that that's the answer here.
No, you need help.
I do need help. And I know where I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have to call Grace and have her come home from Europe. Okay? Jessica needs her right now. So do I.
No, you can't do that.
What do you mean I can't tell Grace to come home?
No, I just meant that I don't think that that's the solution you're looking for here.
Well, sure it is. Grace is Jessica's mother. I know she'd want her to be here to help her get through this.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
I mean, look, I know there's no great love lost between you and Grace.
No, that's not what I mean. I just don't think that's the best idea. Think about it, Sam. Grace headed off to Europe, and she really hasn't looked back now, has she?
Oh, sure she has. She calls and writes often.
Often? You could count the postcards from Europe on one hand.
That's not true. Look, whatever Grace may or may not be guilty of, she adores her daughters. And from what I understand, she checks in several times a week, one way or another. Look, I know she wants to know what's going on in Jessica's life, even the bad things. You're not like Grace, okay? Her children mean everything to her.
Right. Oh, right. That's why she walked out on them to be with David and left you holding the bag? So she could rekindle her love affair with her first husband. Yeah.
Ivy.
Now, if we're in a truth-telling mood here, Sam, then let me have my say. I know that everybody in Harmony thinks that Grace was this great Earth Mother, this tomato soup cake casserole queen. But I used to watch her, And I'm not so sure that she's deserving of the title Mother of the Year.
Ivy, don't do
No,
this.
if she was such a great mother, Sam, then tell me, please, how did Kay end up getting pregnant by her own cousin's boyfriend? And how did she end up dropping out of school and working god-awful shifts at the cannery with a bunch of careworn old women? Isn't it a mother's job to help prepare their children for the future?
Of course it is. Look, Kay has made some mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay? But you can't blame Grace for that. Because if you do, then you're gonna have to blame me too.
No. No, I'm sorry. You were the chief of police working around the clock. She was the primary caregiver here. She messed up, first with Kay and now with Jessica. Your daughter has gone to hell and back tonight, Sam. And she was violated in a brutal and violent way.
Which is why Grace needs to be here. Now, Jessica needs her mother right now, okay? And I'm gonna call her. No, there's no two ways about it, okay? I have to call Grace. She needs to know what happened tonight. And if I know her, she'll be on the first flight home.
Right. All the way from Europe. Do you even know where she is? Italy, Spain?
I think that David had an assignment in France. Look, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm sure she'll be on that first flight home. Eve, did you get the results of the rape kit?
No, not yet, but soon. I mean, it's not as if we don't already know that there was sexual activity.
But I know my daughter would never willingly do this.
Oh, Sam, I don't know if the rape kit is going to give you the answers that you're looking for. I mean, since there's no sign of force, all the rape kit can do is confirm that Randy is the guy that she was with.
So if we can't prove it was rape,
No, he'll pay. I guarantee you he's gonna pay.
I think we should press charges anyway. We know he's guilty.
Yeah, well, I think we should too. You know, but I've seen these things happen too many times. When there's no physical proof, all this slimeball needs is a cutthroat attorney, one that'll try to turn things around and make it look like it's her fault instead of his.
It's outrageous.
Yeah, well, you tell me about it. Look, I'm gonna get down to the lab and make sure that those rape kit results are put in evidence.
I don't think I've ever seen him so upset.
No, this is really tearing him up. He wants to call Grace and have her come home.
Oh, and I bet you just hate that idea, don't you?
Can you blame me? Sam and I were finally back together, and if Grace comes home...
And you are a selfish witch, Ivy. A young girl was brutally attacked tonight, and all you can think about is your love life. Jessica needs her mother. All girls need their mothers. But I don't suppose that would mean anything at all to you.
Oh, I am supposed to take advice on motherhood from you, Eve, because you have been such a marvelous influence in your own daughter's lives. What are you going to teach me first, Eve? How to turn a blind eye so that my daughter can have an affair with her own brother?
You shut up, Ivy. Just shut up.
Oh, you don't throw stones, Eve, because you live in a very big, very public glass house. I wonder if there's Mother's Day cards for mothers who have lied to their children and husbands their entire lives.
You know, Ivy, I would love to go head-to-head with you. But not here. Not when I have patience.
I just thought a teeny reminder was in order. You are not the arbiter of my behavior regarding Sam and Grace. In fact, you know, if it weren't for your invaluable assistance, I wouldn't even be with Sam right now, so I guess I really should be saying thank you.
You can take your thank you and you can take it straight to hell. Because you know that you blackmailed me into keeping your dirty little secret about David.
Yeah, well, that little detail, I don't think that's going to mean so much to Sam and Grace when they find out that you knew the truth from the very beginning. And you could have kept their marriage together if you had just confided in your supposed best friend.
As if you would let me. You threatened my relationship with TC and with Whitney and Simone.
Which you managed to ruin all by yourself without any help from me whatsoever.
Really, Ivy? Well, if that's true, I'm free. I've got nothing left to lose.
Except the love and trust of Sam and Grace.
It would be worth it to watch you go down.
You won't.
I don't know how you think you could say that to me after everything I've been through. Do you think I would not find joy in you getting your comeuppance? I would like the entire world to know. that you fabricated that whole story about Grace's first marriage with David, and that you forced me to tamper with John's DNA so that Grace would think he was her son. Oh, boy, would that be my idea of justice.
You wouldn't. Because as much as you've lost, you couldn't bear to lose the love and respect of your last friends.
I wouldn't bet on that, Ivy. There is very little that I wouldn't do these days. Especially when it would just be righting a terrible wrong.
You know why my love life bothers you when you have created so much chaos in your own? I don't understand.
No, the point is, Ivy, is that I'm not afraid of you anymore. 'Cause I've been through so much, it's just not even about me. It's just about right and wrong. And believe you me, if Sam and Grace can patch up their marriage, and I can help by telling the truth, you better believe me, I am going to do it.
Well, that's done. The rape kit results have been put in evidence.
Good.
Yeah, well, it's not enough. I still can't believe this has happened to my own family. I mean, how did my little girl become the victim of some drug-pushing sexual predator? Look, I'll never forgive myself, never.
Sam, you have to stop blaming yourself. You have been a wonderful father.
Oh, hardly. Look, Grace needs to be here. And I have to call her. And if she answers, I somehow gotta muster up the courage to tell her what happened to Jessica.
I think you're right, Sam. I think it's time for Grace to come home.
She gave me her itinerary.